Thank you for the opportunity for meeting with me about my personal, educational, and professional background. I look forward to being a great part of your team at your school and a great asset to the classroom. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I am married. I live in Traverse City, Michigan, and have 4 children, ages 4, 6, 8, and 10. My educational journey started as a 2011 graduate of Northwestern Michigan College in Child Development, and then a 2014 graduate with my bachelor's degree in early childhood education. Most of my professional background has been in early education. My education philosophy is that education is a journey, not a race. It is one of the most important aspects of our lives to show who we are, and where we are about to go. My classroom will provide students with encouragement, growth, and self-help skills. It is my goal to ensure that each child is prepared for what their future is about to become. A classroom management plan is also very important. It is primarily a plan that provides students with expectations, goals, and the ability to resolve conflict and to gain the highest educational experience possible. It is necessary to have a management plan to create and maintain that positive environment that is conducive to teaching and to learning. By providing students with creativity, encouragement, nurturing, and the ability to communicate with one another successfully, they will take ownership and have higher expectations for themselves and teach them self-efficiency. Managing a classroom is so much more than just being in charge. It's about forming a relationship with a student to help him or her become successful in their educational journey. The design and layout of the classroom, the conflict and discipline policy, and the goal setting are all very important parts. The classroom layout must nurture and feed into how a child learns through discussions, through groups, through projects, and communication with the teacher. Layout includes technology, includes desks that are aligned together so children can communicate, and it fosters their ideas on projects. Conflict policies are something that will be set by the students, and it's something that will hold them accountable for their actions, including consequences that are positive and consequences that are negative. Students learn how to communicate with one another during conflict, and the ability to solve conflicts and forgive one another and show empathy towards one another. So many different school methods are used and tried out in specific situations to enhance schools and to create wonderful schools that are able to compete globally. In this school, I will provide and promote the Common Core standards. These standards give objectives and ideas fostered around educational growth and enhancement for each student involved. The No Child Left Behind Act that the Bush administration had put into play says that all children must have a proper education, and no child will be left out based on individual ideas, needs, etc. By doing the Common Core standards, just that will happen. Each student will be given the same opportunity. They will be able to individualize. Creativity will be implemented in the classroom, and they will be provided with the utmost education. The school will be greatly enhanced, and students will begin to succeed. Students play a very large role in their own learning process. Between discussions, group projects, homework, and communication with the teacher, students play a very large role. It is the teacher's job to ensure that the lesson plans in the design that they will be using to educate their children is proper for everyone. In this classroom, I will provide the backwards design. Basically, students will be doing homework at school and schoolwork at home. These may include videos, podcasts, webcasts, webinars, things of that nature that allow students to review the lectures and be taught at home, go to school, create discussion, communicate with one another, and build projects of their choice, of course, that promotes their education. This basically takes out that middleman. It takes out the need for parents to spend endless hours on homework. It allows students to build relationships with one another, including the teacher, and to have communication a very large part of their day. Today's society requires that everyone understand communication, that everyone is willing to talk and learn with one another, and to collaborate for new ideas. Building an inclusive professional learning community is also very important for a child's successes. For teachers to collaborate with one another, for them to collaborate with their community, with their parents, with everyone involved in the educational experience of students, professional learning is very important. Teachers need to have continuous learning, just as students do. They need to be able to learn from one another, learn from the students, learn from trainings and seminars that will continuously teach them about what the future holds educationally and socially. When one walks into my classroom, they will notice that desks aren't aligned. Things are put in proper places. Technology is swarming in the room. And students have the ability to work alone, work in groups, communicate with one another, build projects of their choice. The expectations are clearly outlined by rules on the board. They're clearly outlined by posters, and students are never unsure of what is expected of them. The technology will allow students to assess themselves as well as the teacher assessing them. Summative and formative assessments both are used. Summative to provide the district with information about students' progresses. Informative to provide immediate responses from teachers, whether it be students needing help, students needing to master something, or just following up on something that needs to be done. These formative assessments can be observations, anecdotal noting, running records, whatever it may be, to provide students with the best feedback and the best possible educational experience. By providing your school with Common Core standards, having a high quality classroom management plan, and providing students with encouragement, individualization, and nurturing environment, they will succeed. I thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.